All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Nielsen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Change the mic. I'm here all day. Hurry.
Mayfield down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Rosen steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Watch out.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Watch the run. Let's go.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. On the ground, it's Chubb. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Well, they'll start on the ground with Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
You got 4.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and thus far the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Let's get it. Regular.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 41, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, it's Hines looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Mayfield keeps it himself. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mack Wilson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The second quarter score from KC. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over at their own 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A give running right is Chubb. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Pickett and shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30, the 20, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. First down, Mayfield. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, 33. Bravo.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
3 pound, 132.
Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Pickett. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Pickett. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Point it right. All right, let's get there. Hey, we got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Here we go. King. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hurry! Mike 10. He can't hang. Run. Big top.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
20. Put him on the play. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real. Check. Hurry.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Pistol.
Now Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st down, Pickett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Rosen, flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And again, it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Crouch. Hurry, hurry. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Let's go.
They begin the drive with Hines. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Hines.
I got you, boy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Bang, bang. 64, weak.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, award 33.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Jackson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
80 weapon. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 26, check 26.
4th down. Here's Rosen. James has it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
He's going to let it fly. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Rosen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
65, 65, 65.
So Cleveland able to come away